Welcome to yoga, everybody. We are inaugurating a space. So welcome to my new yoga studio. And I'm gonna just light a little wild sage and lavender to bless today's class. And while you are getting yourself ready for class, go ahead and lay down on your backs. And let's just start with a couple of deep, full body breaths, filling that belly with air. And exhaling. And every time you inhale, see if you can maybe take in a little bit more. And when you exhale, see if you can squeeze a little bit more air out. Blessing our space, clearing out all the old energy. Blessing the mat here. Starting a new era, a new day of yoga in this little sacred space. And I have to say a gratitude here for the ladies who have been coming to class regularly. This space probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And also a little gratitude for COVID. And I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but this space probably wouldn't be here either if it weren't been for remote learning. So with that said, continue to just expand your breath. And why don't you just roll your head slowly from left to right. Just slowly side to side, rolling your head on the ground. I'm going to join you. If you have a sweatshirt or a strap, you can grab it and put it around the bottom of your foot. If you don't have one, no stress. You can do this without a strap. We're just going to take the right leg up in the air. And we're going to bend it as we flex the right foot and then point it as we extend the leg. So bending towards the knee, just kind of relax the knee towards the chest. And then pointing and extending the leg. Gently. The band just kind of stabilizes you and gives you a little bit of resistance, but you can even just hold on to your leggings. Or just not even hold on to anything. And maybe just a few bombs, a few kicks. So just to loosen up the hip joint, just a few gentle lowering of the leg and lifting of the leg. Just to kind of get some mobility going and maybe a couple circles to the right. And a couple circles to the left. And open it out to the side. Let the leg fall towards the floor, but pull the toes towards the ear if you can. And cross. Maybe sickle the toes a little just to get that T-band outer, kind of along the outer part of the leg, stretch. Keep pulling it towards the ear. And release or switch legs. Continue to try to keep your breath slow. And just take a notice if there's anything in your body that doesn't need to be working right now and is working. Release anything that doesn't need to be engaged. Be efficient with your energy and your focus. Or just bending the leg and straightening the leg. Forgive me if there's a little echo in here. There's nothing on the walls yet. And a few kicks. And go ahead and let that leg open to the side when you're ready in a second. Try to stabilize the pelvis and keep that right hip grounded. And when you're ready, cross the leg over the body. Oh, I forgot the circles. We can, if you want, you can add a few little circles here of the leg. Notice how it affects your spine, the movement of your leg. If you feel movement in your spine, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's all connected. Release that. And let's actually just do a few contractions and releases. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, stretching our body as long as it possibly can be. Inhale, and on the exhale, sweep the arms down, bring the head to the knees, then come into the tightest ball that you can make. And extend. Big, big extension, reaching as far as you can go. And exhale, scoop the belly button towards the spine, tighten, pull your legs to you, use your arms. See how tight you can get. Let's just continue that 2 more times in your own time. Good. Let's just roll over onto whatever side feels comfortable. We're going to tuck the bottom leg and put the elbow underneath the shoulder. Do a couple inhales here, lifting the hips off the ground. Same idea. Inhale, and then lower down on the exhale. We're warming up. Big inhale. If you want, you can take that top leg off the ground on your inhale and lower it. Just feeling that length, pressing the hips forward. And then you can stay here or come up onto your hand and straighten the legs. I'm putting the top leg in front of the bottom. I'm gonna actually take my fingertips pointing out, and I'm gonna try Coming up into and down. You can always stay where we were with one knee bent. That's might be heavy on hard on your shoulder. You can also be on your hand and just on one knee. Give me a couple more. Good. Just come to mermaid, sitting kind of one leg on top of the other. And let's just circle the wrists here. And take a little twist over that top leg. Try to drop the right hip down. I'm on my left buttock, so I don't know where you guys are. And your right or your opposite elbow, whichever one you didn't have. We're gonna do a on the floor. Getting that movement. Of the extension and release. Matching the movement of the breath with the body. If you want to add a leg lift here, just to really kind of even further explore that expansive quality of the body. I'm flexing my foot. You can always stay there, or you can come up onto your hand and keep the knee tucked. Do it here. You can stay here. The last little challenge is into full side plank. You can stack the feet if you really want, or you can place the top leg in front of the bottom leg and do a couple there. Woo. One more. Beautiful. Let's come to crisscross. Let's just do a couple inhales, arching look up, and exhale, round look down. Oh, I forgot mermaid. Thank you, Amy. Mermaid on the other side. Thank goodness for you guys. This, just sitting here alone gives me a nice hip stretch. I'm gonna twist towards the top leg, lengthening through the spine, trying to drop that left hip. And twisting to the other side. Now we can come around. Whew. All right. Let's inhale, arch look up, pulling the hands on the knee to really get that open shoulder stretch, and then exhale into the lower back. Breathe these sets on your own. Good, and let's actually just do a little circle. So we're gonna shift the rib cage back, like we're stirring a pot with our rib cage above our pelvis. Exhale as you move back. Inhale as you move front. Oh yeah, let the head be involved. You can look up and then you can look down. Try the other way. Left. Wow, that feels good. Whew. And let's just take a nice deep inhale, sweeping the arms up. And exhale and move all the way forward and just relax for a minute. Letting gravity do the work. No need to push here. Maybe a sigh here if we feel good. And walking the hands up. Let's take the right leg out, keeping the left leg tucked. Inhale the left arm up, and then slide the right arm down the right leg, maybe grabbing onto the foot. Drop that left scapula. If you want, you can take your 2 fingers and grab your big toe with those 2 first fingers and pull your ear down to your knee, keeping that left scapula drop, rooting the left hip into the ground, opening up the chest to the ceiling. I have the most amazing view right now of this 200-year-old oak. Oh, wow. And come up. Oh, I wanted to do one thing here. Keeping in with this theme of releasing and span, leave that left leg in front of you, foot flat on the ground. Left hand behind you. We're going to inhale, push into the heel that's on the floor and the foot that's on the floor and come into wild thing. We can just stay here for a minute and breathe. Or you can do a couple of breaths here. So you exhale as you come down, inhale as you come up. And then we're going to switch legs. When we do the other side. Oh yeah, actually let's switch arms. I had my left, and now let's put our right and see what that does. Oh yeah, that's different. I'm a little turned around here today. And let's go. Oh yeah, that feels a little bit more natural. Inhale as you push up, exhale as you come down. And then maybe just hold up there for a minute. Tighten that glute. Press the full foot into the floor. And release, good. Whatever leg you had in front before for your crisscross, try the opposite leg. We're gonna inhale, sweep the arms up, and then come forward. Big sigh, and release. When you're ready, you can come up. And then we're going to extend the left leg, keeping the right leg tucked. right arm, spine. And then walk that left arm down the leg. You can hook your fingers into your toes if you want. Using that as a little pulley point. Keep trying to twist that chest open towards the ceiling. Keep the belly button moving towards the spine. Try and drop that right scapula. And slowly come up. Go ahead and plant that foot. Just because we did it this way on the other side, let's do it again this way. We're going to have our right hand on the floor first. Just for fun, a couple of inhales. See what that feels like. It's a little funky, but it feels still good to do. Inhale as you come up, exhale, and then maybe hold up there for a minute or a second. And then just keep the legs the same and switch hands. Try it the other way. Expansion and release. Expansion and release. Good. Awesome. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Sitting nice and tall. Use your hands on your ankles to pull your shoulders down and then pull your shoulders back. Just take the right ear to the right shoulder. So you're really lengthening in your spine. And then roll the chin forward so the ear kind of comes forward on the diagonal. And then drop the chin center, keeping the spine still lengthened. And then roll the left ear slightly towards the left shoulder, chin kind of forward. And then chin comes up and ear drops to the left shoulder. And then release back and come up. Let's take those feet and open them like a book, keeping the elbows on the knees. Pressing the elbows down into the knees so that they drop a little closer to the ground. Good. Let's cross the right over the left. Trying to stack the knees. This is always something that takes a little adjustment. So this right here, just sitting in this position with the knees stacked is going to give you a nice hip stretch. We're going to work on the arms for a minute. Let's take the right arm over the left, twist, and then take the hands together like you were trying to pray, do the prayer pose. What we're going to do now is we're going to inhale, lift the elbows, maybe 4 or 5 inches if that's as far as they go. Exhale, drop the elbows. Let's just do 5 of these. Beautiful. Gently uncross the arms and then take them behind you, clasp the fingers together, and just send them down. Send the hands clasped down towards the ground. Open up the chest. up. And you can actually even do a little head circle here. That feels good. All right. And now release those hands and sweep them forward and just rest your head on your knees. If you keep that right hip grounded, you should feel a nice stretch back there. And then taking your left arm behind you, keeping your nose down, give me a little twist to the left so your spine is curved. And then a little twist to the right. And center. And come up. Woo! Uncross those legs. Give them a little rub down. Maybe a little massage. A little jiggle. And then let's cross the other leg on top. Stack those knees. Oh, yeah, sitting nice and tall. Take the arms out. Let's cross the left over the right. And hooking those palms together, we're going to inhale, lifting the elbows. Exhale, lower, 5 sets. Beautiful. Oh, slowly and gently unhook when you're ready. Clasp the hands behind your back and send the hands down to the ground. That might tilt your torso back a little and engage your core. Take a look up if you want. Maybe a couple of circles here. Whatever feels good. And then release those fingers from each other. Swoop the arms forward. Go ahead and just rest your chin or your forehead or dangle your head over your legs. Rooting the left hip down. And also the belly button towards the spine. So you really can feel that curve in the spine. When you're ready, give me a little twist to the right, swinging that right arm behind you. And then to the left. I'm using my hands on the floor to kind of push and pull into to give a little extra twist. And then back. And walk the hands up. Whew. And let's unhook. Good. And just to relieve and release the front of the pelvis, let's come into table. Feet flat on the ground, fingertips facing forward. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, push the pelvis up. And you can keep your chin to your chest here. You can also take the nose to the ceiling. I don't recommend releasing it back. Breathe here. And fold here. Lengthen, feet are flexed. Exhale, folding like a piece of paper forward. See if you can just maybe hang out here for just a second. You might already feel the hamstrings. That's cool. And then maybe just release the hands when you're ready. We're still warming up, so you might not get a full forward fold here. This might be enough. You can hang out with blocks underneath your elbows. You can put your hand on your knees, or if you feel ready, you can drop forward and grab the ankles or the heels. When you're ready, walk those hands up the side of your legs. And let's come into our pranayama. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do my pranayama on my knees today. You're welcome to do it seated, cross-legged, or standing. 20 breaths as we swing the arms up. And exhale into prayer. So this marks the end of our warm-up and moving into more rigorous practice. Three more. Last one, we stay up if we can. We exhale into the palms, sending them to the ceiling, and then we walk the shoulders up the ladder. One of my new favorite things to do. Creating all that space and then keeping the length as we bring the arms down. All right, let's come onto all fours and let's come into down dog. Whew. I gotta tuck my shirt in. This is not working. Okay. Say hello to down dog. Do what you need to do. Play. At any time, you can come back to this place. Down dog is a great pose to always come back to, kind of home base. If you want, let's just do a couple of inhales, rolling through into up dog and then pressing back to down. Big inhale, look up, exhale, push down. Good. Woo, let's take that right leg off the ground. We're gonna inhale, and on the exhale, we're gonna bring a right knee to the right elbow. Send it back. Right knee to left elbow. Send it back. And lower the leg. Other side. Left leg comes up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Back out. Elbow to opposite. Knee to opposite elbow. And back. Lower the leg. Drop to the knees. And let's just do 3 little tricep push-ups. 1, 2, 3, and come back into prayer. I'm gonna take my hands down to my ankles, release the shoulders. This is always a good home base too. Child's pose or prayer pose. And then come on back up to down dog. This time lift the right leg and swing it through. Let's just do a spinal twist here. So reach that right arm up, twisting towards the front leg. And then hands to the mat. Push back onto the back leg, bringing it a little bit forward. I like to flex my right foot here. Let's just rock and roll here a couple times. Flexing the right foot and then coming onto the left toes. And back into runner's lunge. If you want, grab block here and come down onto your elbows. Go ahead and drop the knee to the floor, untuck the back toe, and let's roll to the outside of that right foot and just arch here. And back to the mat, tuck that back toe, back into down dog, lift the left leg, swing it through, and let's twist here, opposite side. Try to have a lot of energy in the back of that knee. You don't want to lock the knee, but you really want it energized and lengthened. I forget what we did here. We come down into just a regular runner's lunge. Oh, I know, we did our little stretch. So let's bring our back leg a little bit closer and straighten both legs and do a little rock and roll here. Between the toe of the back foot and the heel of the front. Head to knee. You can use a block too there. And then come into runner's lunge, and if you want, all the way down onto your forearms. And then we drop the knee and tuck the toe and put the weight on our right hand, rolling over the outside of the left foot, pushing into that knee, looking up, trying to drop both scapulas, both shoulders. Ooh, feels good. Come back to the runner's lunge and then back to down dog. And then let's just walk the feet to the hands and come into forward fold. Shake the legs out, maybe wag the tail, maybe shake the head no. Hang out here for a few breaths. On the exhale, slightly bend the knees, roll to standing vertebrae by vertebrae, and we're going to go right into tree. So find your weight and come right up. That's kind of fun, coming right into tree from a roll up. And why don't we try, just for something silly, an inverted prayer behind our backs if you want to. That just set me off balance. Oh, that's interesting. That's really hard. Oh, third time's the charm there. Okay. And just doing that also makes me want to stick my booty out. So I'm tucking the pelvis slightly and engaging the belly. And I'm sending those elbows back. Release. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Let's do a little inhale, sweeping the arms up. And dive through. So we can come into tree on the opposite side from the roll up. So just find your roll down and maybe, play with your forward fold again if you need to. And then when you're ready, slight bend in the knees, belly button to spine, lifts you vertebrae by vertebrae. And as you're coming up, you're already thinking about shifting that weight onto one leg. And you come up to the tree. Beautiful ladies, beautiful yogis. Stunning. And then when you're ready, you can try the inverted prayer. It does play with your balance. I've got my focus about 6 feet in front of me. That's helping. Great, and release. Let's just jump out to star. Feel that energy. And let's take the right toes out, left heel out, warrior one, right leg forward. Let's take 3 breaths here. Beautiful. Let's just move right into warrior two. I'm really trying to wrap and kind of twist like spiral staircases. My right leg out, my left leg back. And I'm gonna take that elbow down to the knee. And we're gonna come into a right angle, side angle, sorry. Not right angle. And let's see if we feel like it. Parallel those arms. And come back up. And toes forward. Maybe a little shake out. Switch sides. Left toes out. Right heel out. Warrior one. Left side. 3 breaths. Warrior two. Make sure that left knee is tracking over the left ankle. We're wrapping and twisting, spiraling out. Sink a little lower, left elbow, left knee, right. Pressing my pelvis forward a little, because we can bring it forward. Parallel the arms if you feel it. Back it up through, toes forward. And let's just heel toe, heel toe. Ooh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded here. I'm gonna open up this door. The paint fumes. All right. The smudge smell wore off and now it's just paint fumes. All right, let's see the time. Woo. Let's see what I want to do. You know, let's just do a triangle. Actually, yeah. Let's do warrior 3. So go ahead and just step right on into it. We're going to come into warrior 3 on the right side. What I want to do here is bring the knee in, elbows sliding past the rib cage, and then back out. Now, you can always do it to a toe tap. If that feels good to you, just take the leg back to a toe tap. But if you can come back to warrior 3, try it, maybe 3 times. Good. And just come on up, teeter-totter up. And let's switch around to the other side. So I'm stepping into my warrior 3, just stepping in onto that leg. And if you want, just hold here for a second. Yeah, establish that. So you want the right hip dropped. Woo. Let's see, try that again. Using the breath definitely helps. Now you can stay in warrior 3 or you can contract that knee. We're still staying with that expansion and contraction that we did at the beginning of class. I'm bending the standing leg a little as I bring that knee to my chest. And then I'm trying to lengthen the leg slightly when I extend back. That makes it a little more complicated. But you can always do the toe tap and then come out. Good. So we just, that gut, feel that in your back. Feel that in your glutes. Let's just take the legs out to parallel, wide parallel and come forward into flat back. Maybe just a little twist here. Stretch out that hamstring. Left hand to the right side. And then switch. Little right hand to the left side. And then forward. Just grab those ankles and pull all the way forward. Take the toes out, bend the knees over the toes. Take the elbows to the knees and just press the knees back. Kind of like a sumo squat. If you can, take the hands in front of you in prayer. And stretch forward one more time. And let's just come on down to the mat. All right, onto our backs. Do a few abs here. Take the right leg into the chest. The left leg is just shooting off the ground. Up off the ground to the broad line. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, right knee, left knee, exhale. Continue in your own time. Try going into scissor kicks now. You can stay with the bicycles. Keep the upper body off the ground, so you're just controlling. Movements coming from the hips. Good. And rest. Let's take the knees over to the right. Little spinal twist here. And over to the left. And bring them back to the floor. Take the hands down by your sides. Inhale. On the exhale, press into bridge. And then let's tuck the shoulders under the rib cage and see if we can clasp the fingers together and send them down into the ground. Breathe here. Unclasp the fingers, untuck the shoulders, and roll through the spine. And then slowly, I'm scooting down on my mat. Lift the legs, pressing the hands into the floor, over the head. See if you can just maybe touch the toes to the floor for plow. Or if you want, take the knees to either side of the ear. Whatever feels good to you. Using your hands if you need to control your descent, or using your core to control your descent. Let's do an 8 count leg lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm still getting used to this space. I hit the wall there. All right. Okay, shake it out a little here. Let's stretch our hands above the head. Big inhale, hold the breath. Tighten everything, booty, ankle, feet, hands, face, chest, rib cage. And exhale, release. And we're going to do about a 3-minute Shavasana if you have the time to join us for Shavasana. I'm going to put on a relaxing song. If you want to stay in Shavasana, absolutely can do that. If you want to come to sitting, find your way slowly to your side and then into an easy cross-legged position. just seal today's practice with gratitude. Gratitude found in strange places. Gratitude for COVID, for bringing me back to the yoga mat, bringing my yoga community together, inspiring me to create this space, which hopefully will house many years of sweat and stretch and strength. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
And just remember, all of the yoga classes are archived at the GCC Wellness page. So you can do all of the past classes anytime you want. See you next time.